Oh yes. And then an evil specter floated in. He wanted to tell us a bunch of jokes and whatnot, but we wouldn't listen. We wouldn't take heed to his songs. We couldn't play an intergalactic stuff with my words and how I will spin to this microphone. But how can I make them twirl in movement? And in the air when it all gets adjusted to some more of what I said, it was toxic. It was stuff from out of the cloth that would start to drip like this was gonna be making some juice or be making some wine to be making us drunk from out of a jar, from out of something that was poured within. It could have been a goblet with a bunch of jewels all on it, because that would make it cost more if it was made out of gold. This could have been another secret for all of them to know. This was some intergalactic stuff when the little beat is just picking up so it could hear me with a full steam like I was a train about to run into someone. Or maybe if I hit a bus, it could have been a lot, it could have been more. Put those towards my tallies and the score that we're gonna keep on this little page that will spin around. Yes, like a ballerina would. This would be next on the topic on the agenda. As I said in my little monster compendium down into print. Yes, let me use this beat, it would be the best. It would be the bee's knees, cause the bee just snuck from out of the nest. He's off to do some bee-type stuff because he's landing on leaves or landing on someone to give them a sting, to let them know something hurts from the nature kingdom, dog. You need to fix that stuff you was working with, little Mr. Hard Hat on. Was you the little Bob the Builder? Did you have your hammer on your belt? TWA handing out tickets to the people that come see this brilliance. It's taking place, it's not a screen, this is live with real life people who aren't dead quite yet. Cause if they was, we could put them on strings, they could be like marionettes. We just paint their faces up, have them grin, cause most of the time they don't. When they was alive, I saw a first person walking down the streets. Boom. Some more of that cloth to just pile on. Let me sew it like I'm just sitting at the loom. And this was my job. If I was in Malaysia, I could have been making a rug. For something that you to walk upon, to make it softer when your feet will touch. Because that gravity is tough. That gravity's a lot. It's weighing down a sandbag and shit that we just got from the beach, and now we're on our way back in this little Honda Acura or some other foreign car. It could have been built by little heads, and they got the Asian flush from drinking too much. Yes, I'm on topic with everything now. I think I just caught my way up. I think I just caught a bug cause I was starting to cough. I got a little itch in my throat. So we gonna get something for that, some beer we could tip with the foam on top, because it tastes the best if it's natty ice. Give me some cause I'm in Washington. And now we just gonna hit them again and clock them like we tell them what time it was or how fast they was going if we were out on the road. A spinstress weaves some more of this like a spider did to make a web, and now he just sits and waits for his prey to come to him. This was the opposite of a drive-through, cause you never even had to go out in your driveway, dog, or start up your car. Shit, I'm starting to unravel at the seams because the job that I thought was done by the old lady, she didn't do good enough. Now we'll have to take it back and get somebody else's help. Yes, I'll go ask the manager what was the name, then I squint, and then I look like one of these Asian people for a bit, and then I just chop some more bok choy, what anybody else likes some. Oh, with the gravy and tough, and now we get in this monsters that all be falling down, taking items that fall out. Yes, like they were some keys out their pockets. Let's go start their Hondas or the Civics, whatever they got. This was gonna be another game of squash. I'm just hitting this ball really hard against the wall. I hope I could get it so I would win the most points. Put the gold in the necklace on around your neck and listen to one of my songs, because it was sweet like some licorice, how it twists. We just want to start at the beginning and work our way up. Yeah, that's what most people said. But I like to start mid-sentence and then work my way back, and then immediately I found a portal. I'm right at the end. Boom. The fauna of the flowers would come up like so. They start blossoming when the sun would touch, and then they would do this miraculous shit where a bunch of fragrances were involved. I'm saying this like I lived in France, and I just want to bottle this and sell it. It could be perfume for all of the merchants. Go make some bucks and bring some back to me, like I was gonna play some baccarat against the dealer, and I can bet on thee. Yes, at ye old casino. So won't you walk your way in and sit on a stool that could spin, and then you could ask the waitress what you want. How would she know? No, just tell her, dog. Tell her like you're about to slap her or something. So you could ask her again, and with two black eyes she left like a freaking raccoon. And then you ordered up some of them fries with the cheese dip. That was the cheese, yes. So won't you just dip it twice on both ends? You could be holding a torpedo in your fingers. Yes, to throw at someone. How would that make sense? I don't even know, but torpedoes that were that small, you have to hold them so it don't explode your arm. You have to just distance yourself from it like it was gonna be a kite with a key tied to the string type of thing. Because I'm just grinning when I'm griping with some ripe type of these grapes that I picked from the vineyards, dog. Yes. Then kick this aluminum can around like I was at an old folks' home in a twilight zone. My berry manilow is about to choke. Yes, this small gremlin that I found decided to feed him after 12, just to see what would happen if it's the same thing on the silver screen. And I think it was. Vinyls will start to play my songs. If they're the 45s, they're the smaller type ones. Yes, so get them out the wrapper that's signed by me. And then the reflection would stop, it would halt and it's go, and then the arrow would just fall like gravity, go hold way more strong, like it's been lifting weights at the gym. Yes, it got a membership by itself, it just hops off at night. One time I woke up and part of my arm was gone. My arm was gone. Yes. Then decided it was just a dream. I decided to stop this crazy things I think. So the CD would have to be an audio cassette from now on. Then I could just pull it on. Like the toppings of the garnish just to what you go. Yes, at the casino you can bet a lot. But then most of your bankroll will be gone because you're usually wrong. Why do you go to the casinos at all? Is it for that hope, for that excitement? When you lost, you're still alive. Like an Al Pacino said to a little help group, he's not helping at all. Who the fuck let him in? So let's kick him out the door on his butt, and I hope it would be so. I hope it would start to snow and not just rain on his head with no umbrella to cover the toe. Yes. The heat of this furnace was heating up something. Casualties on all my songs and a couple more Cvania beats, and then I could get this going the way that won't. Yes, won't we just hit the ball like we're the great Bambino? With every one of these songs, it's just a bunch of baked beans that I brought to a boiling hot. The glass will get broke. Was that bad luck for you? Shit, I don't even know. So let's go to a different dimension where we feel like we belong. We could have been spray painting all of the phrases that they would say on all of the walls. We're not any gang, and we really don't know what graffiti was. We need a cop to find out. Read me my Miranda rights again. Yes. TWA liquefying his clothes. Shit, I'm just finding some thoughts that I thought were lost, but they're in an unmarked box like an unmarked cop car. It's just waiting for you. right down the block, so keep walking some more and see what happens to your ass. I'm trying to give you an out, that's why they invented alleys, dog. Boom. So you could get away real fast, hop that fucking chain link fence, and then you could be off in the breeze and never see you again. Go into some little witness protection program that I get set up in a second, dog. Let me just cross my T's and dot my I's, I'm almost done. Here, just sign your name at the bottom. You don't need to read it, you can trust him. He's just like a dragon with wings that will flap right open, just like the doors at a saloon. So walk right in and grab a brew and drink it up. Drink enough for your horse, looks like you're drinking for two and you're not pregnant with his baby at all because he wasn't the blonde. Yes, I've only seen them go that way, dog. Yes, and then the cliff wasn't tall enough for this next cliffhanger that I said is just a piece of your nail, like the cliff nail. Boom. And then a couple more books that I take off of the shelf and then blow off the dust. I'm about to open it up to any page that I want and then just read it up. Read it off. Read it for the audience that's so captivated with this song. This beat was special, I could tell it was. Yes. So let's go into this song. Let's just go into a different dimension, dog. When could we rip it the best? I suggest whenever I start to say these crafted words into this thing that will record, also known as my phone. Yes. Get it ASAP and then send it alone. The secretary who really just need that punch into print is just the graphics of all the shit that's really intense. How did I think of this verse? I don't know, we just camped in a tent. And then we got out, they was already done. It's like a leprechaun dead for us or something. And then made some shoes down in a shop. TWA, casualize some more of my rhymes. This could be nice for a while once you sample enough till you had enough. Yes, and then you could been in the mall eating one of those pretzels that be costing a lot. But during that appreciation week at little Auntie Aunt's, it's almost half off. Boom. I like that one, but the cheese dip was gone. I almost had a fit right there in the mall and started knocking people out, knocked them onto the floor. Like I'm just gonna clean up when I'm done. Give me a broom and a mop. If it was a joke about a skeleton, it would have been a broom and a mop when his beard was gone. Boom. Sickness and demented with this. Let me get my bearings again, like I'm a U-Haul truck just trying to move you into your new house. And when will you call it a home? When that thing is hung up on the wall? It could have been a picture of y'all. It's something I took when I got paid in my park. I could give you a check like Tupac would, but they was dead, or so they said. I think it's in Cuba. Oh, hold up. At a nice little place, it was quaint if you were a king. So that means it's really plush. That means it could have been the bee's knees from out of the nest. He's just getting home. He came back from the stove and doing something else. And it's crazy how time will fly when you're having fun. Yes. TWA.